Welcome to my channel, Easy Way of Learning Chemistry. In this video, we are going to learn some tips for writing electrolytic reaction and some important points in the lesson electrolysis. So first, I am going to give some tips for writing the electrolytic reactions, that is cathode and anode reactions one by one. The first topic is molten lead bromide. So we know the lead bromide has two ions, isn't it? Yes. So first Pb2 plus and Br minus. First the cathode reaction. We know that cathode is negative charged electrode. What's the charge of electrode? Negative. So the positive ion will move towards the cathode. Pb2 plus. So Pb2 plus will gain 2 electron and it produces Pb. Pb is lead. So your memory aid is Pb2 plus. You are writing plus, isn't it? The same plus again you are writing near that. So plus 2E minus. So 2 plus means plus 2E minus. 1 plus means 1E minus. Next anode reaction. Anode is positive charged electrode. So which ion move towards the anode? Negative charged ion Br minus. Br minus will lose minus 1 electron and it produces bromine atom. So here what's your memory aid? So Br minus you are writing, isn't it? The same minus next you have to write. So Br minus minus E minus. Suppose 1 minus means 1 E minus you have to write. Suppose 2 E minus 2 minus means you have to write minus 2 electron. Okay. Let us learn some important point. Solid sodium chloride does not conduct electricity. Sodium chloride is an example for ionic compound. Okay. So sodium is a positive charged ion. Chlorine is a negative charged ion. So these ions are well held together by strong force of attraction. So it has no free ions. Every ions are very closely packed. So this is the reason why solid sodium chloride does not conduct electricity. Next point is HCl, hydrochloric acid, is polar covalent compound. Hydrochloric acid is a polar covalent compound. Why? Means it forms ions. So when hydrochloric acid dissolved in water, it produces ions. So H forms positive charge and the chlorine forms negative charge. So there is a charge difference between hydrogen and chlorine. So it is considered as the polar covalent compound. Next point is polar covalent compound undergo ionization. Ionic compound undergo dissociation. Ionization means formation of ions. The covalent compound has only the molecules. It does not has any ions. But when the polar covalent compound dissolves in water, it forms the ions. So that is called ionization. Ionic compound undergo dissociation. Ionic compound is made up of the ions. So ionic compound has positive and negative charge. So it undergoes dissociation. Next point is least reactive elements discharged easily. So more ions will move towards the electrode, but there is only one ion only getting discharged. So how to find out this discharged ion? We have to look at this activity series. So activity series which is present in the low reactive element, which is present in the low, that element will go to the concerned electrode and there it will be a deposit. Next point is the electrolysis of molten lead bromide. So under all the topic we have to study the observation and the product. So here is the observation. Cathode, grayish white metal of lead Pb is deposited. Anode, reddish brown fumes of bromine is evolved. The product at cathode is lead and the product at anode is bromine gas. Okay, so this is the observation and product for electrolysis of molten lead bromide. Next, second one, the electrolysis of acidified water. So here the observation of cathode, hydrogen gas is formed, which produces a pop sound when a burning splinter is brought near to it. Anode, oxygen gas is evolved, which rekindles a glowing splinter. So the product at cathode is hydrogen gas, the product at anode is oxygen gas. Next topic is electrolysis of copper sulfate solution using platinum electrode. The cathode observation is reddish brown copper is deposited. The anode observation is oxygen gas is evolved, which rekindles a glowing splinter. So the product of cathode is copper and the product of anode is oxygen gas. And here we have one normal observation of the electrolyte. So the electrolyte color we know, the copper sulfate color is blue color. So the observation of the electrolyte is the blue color of the solution fades, or we can write the blue color solution of copper sulfate changed into white color solution. This is the observation of the electrolyte for the electrolysis of copper sulfate solution using platinum electrode. The next topic is copper sulfate solution using active electrode. Active electrode is nothing but the copper only. So here the cathode, reddish brown copper is deposited. This is the observation. Anode observation, anode dissolves or diminishes in mass or reduces in size. The product at cathode is copper and the product at anode is nil because the ions are formed. So here also the electrolyte observation is there. The blue color solution remains unchanged. So more Cu2 plus ions will be there in the solution. So the blue color solution remains unchanged during this electrolysis. Next topic is electroplating an article with the silver. Here also active electrode. Active electrode means silver electrode. The cathode, the observation is silver metal is deposited. The anode observation is anode dissolves or diminishes in mass or reduces in size. The product at cathode is silver and the product at anode is nil. Ions are formed. Ag plus ions are formed. The next topic is electroplating an article with nickel using nickel electrode. So this is also the active electrode. The cathode observation, nickel metal is deposited. Anode observation, anode dissolves or diminishes in mass or reduces in size. So the product of cathode is nickel metal and the product of anode is nil because Na2 plus ions are formed. That is not a product. The next topic is a refining of copper. The cathode observation is a reddish brown copper is deposited. The anode observation is anode dissolves or diminishes in mass or reduces in size. So here also the cathode product is copper and the anode product is nil. Cu2 plus ions are formed. Okay children, I hope you all understand this video about the topic electrolysis, and also I hope you all understand how to write the electrolytic reaction. So if you understand this video, like this video, subscribe this channel and share to all your friends. The next video I will meet you with how to balance the equations easily. Until then, bye.